Love this question. After somebody passes, how long does it take for them to be able to come to you, either in a reading or by showing signs? Right away. Right away. I'm actually not a believer of the in-between. You're either here or you're released and you're in spirit. Okay. I do personally and professionally have a rule where I recommend 6 months post departure before you come to me for a reading. That is because I want you in a place where you can receive it, right? We have to be in a space where we can understand and receive the messages as well. One of the big things the spirit wants to do is validate that they are with you. So within that time frame, life has been lifing, and so there's a bigger pool of validations that they can pull from to let you know that they're there in a reading, okay? But you can get signs and symbols right away. That being said, I have done room events where somebody passed the day before. They came through in a large group area. I have personally channeled my personal loved ones within hours of their departure. It is a different feeling. Okay, when I connect someone who is very newly departed, they have to learn the ropes as well. And so for me, it's more heightened, or it's more anxious feeling when they're fully at peace, which again, I say this in the sense that there's no time on the other side. It's like this for them to get to fully at peace, right? And so I don't want anybody to feel as though their loved ones are not at peace. Within the last year, I've had multiple clients come to me so upset because somebody along the lines have told them, a medium has told them that they couldn't connect with their loved ones because they're in between. They didn't make it to heaven yet. Specifically, there was a car accident and she's stuck in the intersection. Nothing infuriates me more. Please be discerning on who you follow and who you believe, because not everybody's coming from good intentions. Because to me, that's their ego covering that they couldn't get the connection. Just saying. Just saying. But it's so harmful, and it really affects somebody's healing path. And so my belief, through my experience of channeling thousands of spirits over the last 10 years, never have I ever had one that did not come. Never were they lost and never were they not at peace. Okay. And so their process of getting into spirit, and being at peace is very immediate. They usually immediately get into signs and symbols. So it's not uncommon the day before, even their soul's preparing you before they actually physically depart, coming in, showing up, especially through the surfaces in that week. They're going to be like, I'm here, I'm okay, I'm here, I'm okay. And then what tends to happen is that they step back. And this is something that I just love that Spirit has taught me, is that they are always with you. We don't always get to feel them because they know that it can be disruptive to our healing path and our grieving process if we are constantly in spirit, meaning like we're trying to communicate with them, that they will give us space so that we can be human and learn what it is that we need to learn. Okay. Even for myself, if I'm overworking and I'm in spirit too much, they will clear my calendar, or they will put me flat on my back and I'll get sick, or the kids will get sick, because there's something in the physical that needs my time and attention. And so I understand, us as humans, we don't want that, because we feel like if we could just connect with them, that would help us heal. But it's not always in our best interest. And so Spirit knows what we need. It's not always what we want, but it is what we need. And so they will give you some breathing room, but they're always there because they come through with the validations, and they'll be like, you weren't feeling me, but here's all the reasons why I was there. Okay. And so we want to trust that. It's also imperative and so important to me, is that I don't want you dependent on me as a medium. Okay. And to support that belief, I do have a rule that you have to leave 12 months in between sessions. Okay? Because you need time for healing. I want time for your loved ones to have new things to validate. Plus, they're growing on the other side as well, right? But if you're constantly going to a medium, you're putting your power in somebody else's hands. You're putting your healing in somebody else's hands. And that's not the point. We are here to help you take the edge off. We're here to help guide you, right? Which is why I love teaching everyone that you're intuitive. You have the ability. I want you to trust yourself. I want you to trust your own intuition. Okay, I understand that we need to have these experiences, and I'm so grateful because it allows me to live my best life. But it is important that we have our self-healing as well, and we understand that our healing journey and our grieving journey is an individual journey. We can have helpers and teachers along the way, but I would never recommend you getting dependent on a medium because it does hinder your healing process. I hope that helps.